Hope everybody's doing okay. This is a continuation of the Luciferian landmarks, part 3. And quickly, I wanted to go over one of the, in my opinion, one of the most sinister ones that you don't really hear people talk about. And that's the Fountain of Eternal Life in Cleveland, Ohio. It was made by Marshall Fredericks, the man responsible for creating some of the most occult Luciferian statues in America, such as the Spirit of Detroit, which I'll eventually break down in its own video. Um, Now, what needs to be broken down is the sinister occult concept of what this thing really is. First, you look at the bottom, and they make the claim that the four different um, bronze-looking statues are to represent different parts of the country, but when you actually start looking at them, it's clear that they represent different pagan gods and hybridization of the different animals from Samyaza's events from the Book of Enoch. But what needs to be focused on the most is the man himself in the statue. Towards the beginning, you'll see that it looks like he's kind of being taken over a little bit. Like the top half of the statue looks human, while the torso and under looks like it's spiraling, kind of like a serpent. Now, what the agenda is for this statue is by using lesser magic and by using applied psychology, it's to make people believe that the immortality is possible, and people don't understand how just looking at something can implant something in your brain, the subconscious. Now, if you understand what this stuff means, then you can avoid the downloads, is what they call them now, to go straight to your brain. So what this thing is pushing transhumanism. And I know someone can say this was made years and years ago. Well, the plans for the transhumanism was here up to 100 years ago. And the man that made it claims that it's reaching for God. But what people don't realize is the esoteric meaning is that it's reaching to become God, because they believe that once they receive immortality, rather it be by a cult spellcasting or by technology, they believe that they've achieved godhood at that point. And rather if they can achieve false immortality or not, it doesn't matter. They will never be the god of this world like they believe. And the spiraling is the transhumanism. The reaching for it is man becoming God. And the reason I chose to talk about this statue is because it's getting very clear that pretty soon you're gonna be hearing a lot more talks about immortality. A lot of people don't remember this, but about 15, maybe 20 years ago, on Time magazine, it said 2045, the year man becomes immortal, and they haven't abandoned that. They're still pushing for that. Now, rather it will be putting someone's consciousness inside an AI computer, or actually achieving it by transhumanism, or these so-called extraterrestrials that are just the Nephilim and the false gods from the Old Testament, coming and masquerading as a so-called alien and offering a third strand of DNA or some type of other means to immortality. That's yet to be seen, but I believe very soon in the next couple of years you're gonna be hearing about immortality. So anybody that sees this statue, please know that it has very very sinister means. It is not a good hard statue to commemorate people that died in the war, like the sculptor said. Um, it's a very sinister occultic statue, and That's all that really needs to be said. I hope people come to the same understanding that I have.